Party till we fucking die! Yeah! Go! Yeah! Let's party till we fucking die! Shit. What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of WarNation After Dark. And, well, shit, guys. It's giveaway day. Let's go. Let's go. I hope everyone is having a great weekend. Yeah, fuck, we've got some people up in here already. I got to get the YouTube side open. Or the Facebook side open.
Let's see, we got Mr. Mitch, Chris, Laura.
Yep.
Good evening.
What is up, Chris?
There we go. There we go. Yeah, what's up? What's up, guys? Mike, what's going on? Hurry up, Spike. Fuck off, Mike. But I don't know. I guess, this is a vape show. I don't know. Do we want to do some buffets? Ow.
Yeah, let's do some buffets.
And while we're doing our buffets, I want to know what all you guys are vaping on.
I'm done bothering you. Sorry.
What's up, Sam? But
What's up,
all right,
Sam?
well, shit, I'll start. Purge Viper stacked, Elite 3.2, got Spike specials in there. What do I got on here? I don't know where. Oh, Blueberry Glazed Donut. I'm having a problem. I need a bigger bottle of this stuff. What's up, Jordan? How you doing? What else do I got? Got this one going on. Hugo Vapor Ranger with the Glass RDSA. I got some triple dual core fuse Claptons in there. I got some caramel creme brulee in that, and that's really all I'm vaping on. Yeah, whoever wants to go next. What's up, Chris? What's up, Cheyenne?
What you got going on tonight, Mr. Joe, in your buffet of vape?
Well, mine's gonna be more a PSA here. So the other week I got some coils from I don't know which one it is. I don't know if it's the one in Texas or the one in wherever the hell he is, Alex. But who sent me the coils? Which Alex was it?
I did.
Okay, the gentleman in the upper right. But honestly, I've had coils, and now I have real coils. Let's put it that way.
I like to hear.
I have 3.5 millimeter fractions or whatever the hell they are in a Gold Trove V3, and the flavor is easily 2 times better than it was with other coil makers.
That's awesome, man.
They ramp up so damn fast. I mean, I've cleaned it probably 2 or 3 times. The coils are as shiny as the day I got them. Absolutely amazing. So, basically I got a DNA 250C here. It's a 3S LiPo. It's my holiday mod. So basically,
I love that one, dude. That thing came out so nice.
The shitter's full. Then on my resin mod, I have a Voltro 35 millimeter V2 with 4 millimeter fractions or whatever the hell they are. And, basically I vape on Stevie's juice, as we all know. And here I got batshit crazy. And I was finally able to taste the cookie where I was not
awesome.
before. So the coils are, I don't know what to say. They are phenomenal. Compared to what I've tried before, I've tried a lot of different coil makers, a lot of different configurations. I don't know, 10 wrap here, 6 wrap there. Alex knocked it out of the freaking park. I will be back.
I appreciate it.
And I will be back many, many times to come. So, thank you.
And to be honest, Joe, I've wanted to get some of these coils. I wanted to see some of these coils get in your hands for quite a while now. I'm just glad that they are. What's up, Greg? How you doing, bro?
I'm not taking anything from other coil makers. What I got from Jason or from Alex, they are incredible. They truly are incredible.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it.
I mean, if people haven't tried them, I would say for the price, they are well worth the money. Well worth it.
Then we had a couple more people or a few more people come in over on Facebook. We got Andy. I am probably going to butcher this name, Otricia. I probably butchered that. I do apologize if I did. Ron Kilgore, what's going on? Sam says, I won't vape nothing but WarNation coils. Let's go.
Oh yeah.
There's the smartest man in the room right now.
Mitch has got us on headphones while his wife watches TV. Nice. So, Alex's, what do you guys got going on tonight as far as setups?
I am switching my Boro right now. I had the Orbit in there.
Oh, nice.
But I decided to. I was running some. What was I running in that one? Blueberry pound cake. So I'm switching over to a Voltro, and I am doing. What is it called?
What's up, Juan?
Taste
How you doing, bro?
Yeah, taste the berry.
Holy
From
shit, we got
Jay's.
21 people up in here. Let's go. Cody
That's it for
something
now.
running Bradley's in an Asgard on a Thelema quest box. How's it going, guys? Good. Fuck yeah, let's go.
Tonight, I have the Atlas with Redemption 30 on top, and I just finished off some of Stevie's butterscotch custard, which was phenomenal.
Yes, it is.
And then, as usual, I've got a few C4s in front of me. I got the newest operator with the unknown RBA inside. Some Taylor Strawberry Lem, which is one of my favorite Taylor juices. And then I've got the copper carbon fiber lichen with the Ripsaw that I just got on there. And I've got some Dead Man's Hand 93 in that, this is my first time trying Dead Man's Hand. And this 93 is really good. I got a couple other bottles.
Great juice. Great juice.
And then I've got a couple more C4 mods with some of their juice, Trench Nog, which is like a eggnog-ishy type flavor, a cheesecake flavor. And then last but not least, I've got James Insel Lipo DNA 250C Fatality 30 with 6 core stags on it, and some of that fruity aftermath from Mr. Joe Perry, which is like a fruity pebble cereal type vape. And I'm not a big cereal guy, but this stuff is really good. I can get like the fruity pebble-ishy type mix stuff coming out of the fruity aftermath. This is really good and very enjoyable.
Nice. Speaking of the Alchemist, we got him up in the house now. What's going on?
What's up, Perry?
Yeah, Mitch. So far, it's been pretty good. The 93 that I have, it's like a graham cracker berry type thing. They do a lot of weird combination flavor stuff, but I like it so far.
What's your impression, Alex, on the Ripsaw?
So the Ripsaw so far, I'm kind of torn. I've got some interlocking Moabs, which are a 0.05, and they're really hot for the way the RDA is. So I'm currently right now in the process of making some quad core stags that'll be a little bit higher resistance. They're going to be like a 0.08. So I'm curious to see if it's not such a spicy coil, if it will vape better. But so far, flavor's really good. Airflow I thought would be a lot more restrictive. It's a lot more open than I thought. I actually cut the airflow down. Like one of the top holes, you use the drip tip to adjust the airflow. So I cut the airflow down a little bit, and I mean, super it's got great clouds and the flavor's not bad at all, but it just the chamber is so condensed with the way it's designed. I think it's a little bit too low of a resistance for that, the way it's set up. So
Overall, you think it's a buy or a pass?
we'll find out shortly. I'm about to do these stags and see. And I've only had the 0.05s in there. But so far I like it. Yeah, it's not. I've had better, but I've had worse, if that makes any sense. But I was really intrigued by the build deck. And then like with the airflow coming in at the top, and then it kind of angles down a little bit. But what's really cool is, let me get the top cap off. So like there's no doming on the top cap. The top cap's just flat, but it seals around that little hole. And so it really makes it so that, with that gasket pressed down on top, the air has to come down, go in and around the coil. So it's still really good flavor with it. And, just the deck was pretty different. And I haven't seen anything like that before. So I wanted to check it out. And so far I'm liking it. Decent juice well too.
Yeah, I've seen that RDA. I just really haven't made the final push to get one. But I've been waiting for other people to give me their impression on it.
Yeah, and I haven't seen anybody else use it yet either. And so I was really intrigued, just overall the design and everything. But like I said, so far it's not bad. Someone had said you got to keep the coils a little bit lower, and you do, because you don't want to get it, with that top cap being flat. You got to keep them down a little bit. But it's super easy to build on. The post holes don't go all the way through that center block. So you've got I think I cut my legs at I cut them at like 4 or 3.5 millimeters for leg length. So, pretty short legs. But overall, it's been enjoyable so far. I don't have any major complaints other than I wouldn't go super low ohm build with it.
How many millimeter is it?
28.
28? Okay.
So like the Lycan's a 30 mil, and it looks really good. There's a little bit of a space, but not bad at all.
Yeah, 28's not bad.
Nice.
And, matte black, the logo isn't real obnoxious. I think I got the logo. Yeah. So the logo is not super crazy. You can hardly see it.
Yeah.
Nice.
So,
I do like that.
Yeah, like I like logos, but like, there's some stuff out there that's got, Watofo and, Booty Hole Tickler 3000 written all over it. And it just, it takes away from the RDA or RTA, in my opinion. And I kind of like a little bit more of a clean look on my stuff.
Less than more.
Got a couple more people that popped into chat over on the Facebook side. We got Jason Witt, Tommy Sheffield. What's going on? And if I missed anybody, I do apologize.
No, you don't.
Shut up, Alex. But yeah.
So who's excited to win a mod tonight?
Tex?
What's going on?
Too. I said, what do you got going on for a buffet tonight?
Me, I'm running the pulse right now. I literally am pulling stuff apart. Like I got this Dreamer stack from James Moore today, along with a Wolverine. I'm not sure.
Jordan, what's going on, bro?
And
what's
some
up?
other mods. And so
Jordan from REdEFInd.
Mainly
what's
gonna
up?
be cleaning some RDAs. Hey, what's up?
Jordan and his boys are the ones that do the intro and outro songs for our streams. So massive props to them for hooking it up.
Those killer lyrics are Jordan's. Fuck, he shreds that mic.
That sweet, juicy voice.
Right? But actually, you know what? Turn that down a bit. Oh, I don't know. Let's go with that. Oh, background tunes. Maybe that's a little loud. There we go. But yeah, so are you guys building tonight?
Yeah, I'm doing quad core stags. If I can get it to stop flopping around like a dead donkey.
Thomas, what's going on, bro? How you doing? We're gonna be doing it during this stream. Ron Kilgore says, me, I'm praying to win this mod, having to rig mine just to get it to fire up. Oh, shit. Yeah, guys, you haven't tried Jay's Alchemy Blueberry Glazed Donut? Like, straight up coil crack.
Yeah, I got with Jay the other day. I'm going to get a few bottles from him.
Good stuff.
Yeah, there hasn't been a flavor from Mr. Perry that I have not enjoyed yet. So he does really good job with his liquids.
Yes.
So Spike, did you figure out how we want to do the giveaway as far as randomizer, wheel? What are we getting into?
To be honest, I already have all the names loaded up onto a wheel.
Nice.
Yeah.
So are we going to do last name standing?
No.
Yeah,
Just no.
that'll take 3 shows.
Right. There's 144 names on the list.
Not
No.
many.
I think if I started doing that last night, I'd probably still be here. Come on.
Hey, good things are worth the wait.
Oh, well. I don't know. I'm not just... Wheel of Death, let's go. No. Sam, thank you for sharing us out. Yeah, no, just no. I don't know. I was kind of like, I already have them loaded up on a wheel. I don't know. I was thinking, third pull, first pull. I don't know, whatever y'all want. I don't know. Me personally, I think first pull's kind of boring, but that's me.
Well, I'd say let's let Mr. Joe choose, since it's his mod, what spin he wants to announce it on.
I don't know what's usually the standard third spin, the winner. Usually on randomizer, usually a third spin is the winner.
Pick a random number.
Pick a random number.
1 through 45.
Oh my goodness, really?
Yeah, variety's the spice of life.
Right?
Everybody's gonna pick 45. The one that drives Spike insane.
Good.
Yeah, it's ready to go.
Well, it don't matter to me. I mean, there will be one lucky person regardless of the number. So
Hopefully my name's on there. Andy, yes, it is. I think you were one of the later ones.
well, how many years has Spike been without a job? That's the number I'll pick.
What's that?
How long have you not had a job, Spike?
How long have I not had a job?
Yeah.
I don't think we have
What's up,
enough
what's
time
up,
or
Bill?
spins for that.
Yeah, no. No.
Today stuck with Spike there.
Yeah.
I don't know. Do the third person.
Third?
All right. Yeah, I mean,
people
third
running
poll
games,
works.
Call it a day.
All right. I mean, I don't know if you guys want to wait to do that. Do it now. I mean, that's up to y'all.
Let's
I-
give it 10 more minutes. We'll do it at 10 o'clock.
How many
Okay.
people are in the room now?
We've got, looks like 22.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, I really can't see the count, to be honest with you.
Yeah, between Facebook and YouTube, we got 22. Hey, Jason's saying spin number 13.
There you go.
Yeah, and guys, if you guys are liking this background music, make sure you be sure to go check out REdEFIND. They're on YouTube,
They're on Spotify.
Yep. Yeah, go over there, show them some support. They do some awesome music.
I've gotten to see REdEFIND live in concert.
I want to say REdEFIND is like, you know how you do that whole Spotify like wrap up the year type of thing? I want to say they're in my top 4 bands,
Nice.
but I listen to a lot of like heavy dark stuff. So.
Yeah. Yeah. Jordan's REdEFIND.
Like
What?
yes, Jordan's REdEFIND.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm seeing a couple Facebook users. If you guys haven't already, can you go to StreamYard.com/Facebook just to allow us to see who's in chat on the Facebook side? Since there's 4 of you live, 4 spin winner.
I kind of like the 10th spin at 10 o'clock.
Okay,
Ooh, 10th at 10.
we'll do
Right?
10.
Sounds like a rendezvous.
It really does.
We are going to be getting nasty with some spins, so
Toby is asking for a link. Link to what?
uh-oh, we got a juggalo.
Uh-oh. Danger.
REdEFIND is killer. Yeah, Jordan's a good guy. I've had many talks with him. And
Amazing looking. And when the sunlight hits it, it just
what the hell
Sorry
is
about
that?
that.
Yeah, who's
No,
getting the sunlight?
Whoa!
Customer review a stab what he just got. By mistake, I clicked on the video and then the audio kicked in. Makes surfboards in Florida. He's a custom surfboard maker.
Oh, cool.
So he deals with a lot of high-end surfers. He just got a big contract with some big name. And
Oh,
he's
sweet.
reviewing one of my mods. Yeah, pretty cool. I like unboxings. You know, back in the day, there'd be a lot of those type of videos on YouTube or on Facebook. Not so much anymore. You know, you just see a hand check, and that's about it. So sometimes these unboxings come around, and it's really enjoyable to watch.
Right.
Yeah, I love a good presentation when I get something new in the mail. It always makes it fun.
Right.
Yeah, the facial reactions is what I like the most when they open the box. It's like, wow, you know? That's always fun to watch.
Yes.
So we're doing
Like
10,
that.
10 at 10 is going to be it?
Yeah,
6
10
more
and 10.
minutes.
All right.
Toby, check your Discord DM.
So who's ready for the World Cup on Sunday?
I'm curious to see how it goes.
I'm hoping France, you know, defending champions. I mean, it'd be pretty cool to see 2 years in a row. I think it's going to be a battle. There's no doubt about it.
I hope so.
Oh, yeah. Want to Argentina? I mean, They have a great team. I don't know. It's gonna. If I had to pick a winner, it's very difficult to pick a winner this time. I mean, for me, it doesn't matter. Portugal's already out, so I can really care less.
Right.
I think it's going to be a great game with Argentina and France.
Uh-oh.
Spike will probably go for the French, right? French-Canadian?
Spike will be too busy bathing in tree sauce to watch soccer.
I don't know. Soccer, I've never been able to get into it.
Like they say, it's the most beautiful game.
Do they say that? I've never
Yep.
heard that.
That's what soccer is. It's a beautiful game. But, the thing I want to see what the ratings look like, because there's football on Sunday as well. So it should be kind of weird to see who's going to get more ratings.
Well, to me, it's kind of like the Super Bowl. Like, there's a lot of people that don't watch the Super Bowl that will watch it just because it's the game.
Right. It's the final game, yeah. Yeah, I was lucky enough I was able to watch every game. So, I mean, it's been a good World Cup.
Oh, awesome.
But next year, I want to see how the hell they're going to figure it out. It's Canada, U.S., and Mexico we're going to host.
Really?
Yeah. So they were saying that the round of 16 will be played in Canada, the round of 8 will be in the United States, and then the final, I guess the final 2 games will be played in Mexico.
Huh.
Yeah, it's kind of weird how that's going to all pan out.
Yeah, a little bit.
A lot of traveling for the teams.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah. Canada's going to be crazy.
Alex, Tommy Sheffield is asking how Delia's doing.
So Delia is kicking butt and taking names, not letting anything slow her down. We're going to my wife's sister's for Christmas in Kansas. -20 with the wind chill.
Let's go.
But
My kind of weather.
the kids are super excited for snow. But no, she's been doing good, man. Thanks for asking, bro.
-20. Wow.
Yeah, we don't do that in North Carolina.
Even New Jersey hasn't really dipped down to freezing temperatures. I think we've been under 32, I think, 1 or 2 days this whole winter. Yeah.
We today we were 56, and then 2 days ago it was like 70. It's ridiculous.
Oh, thank you. It's like 32 here right now, and this is like perfect.
Yeah, we're sitting at 39 right now. For the Northeast, it should be a lot colder than that.
Yeah. Oh, 1 minute, folks. 1 minute.
Aw, shit.
10, 9. The dropping of the ball.
I'm more excited for this than a ball.
So how many fake accounts did you enter with, Spike? 5 or 6?
Like 10.
10? All of them.
Yeah.
Good job.
Mitch is like, uno momento, por favor.
Spike's got like 10 different addresses through Canada for shipping, 10 different names.
Oh, shit, I got this. I'm on top of this. I got addresses coast to coast.
Dropbox in Detroit.
Yeah, no shit, eh? Hell. Andy says, I'm so nervous. it. Jason Witt says, "Don't Canada only know hockey?"
Apparently, hockey and emus.
Not in 2026. There'll be soccer also.
Oh shit! All right, well, I guess I'm gonna pull this up now, eh? Here's our fully loaded wheel.
Maybe show them what they're getting.
Oh yeah, let's do a rundown of the mod.
Okay, hold on. I gotta do this first. Do.
And it is fully built and ready to go.
Nice.
Let's go. Whoa, what is this? Facebook quit changing your shit. See this part of the song right here? I give Jordan so much credit. I don't know how he doesn't get tongue-tied.
You guys hear the news on Frankenbach?
No, what happened?
I'm not.
They're closing down the store Red Vapor, and it's going to be somewhat limited production on Frankenbach mods now. So Dan
Wow.
and Frank kind of separated, and Dan is going to go off and do some printing services. So I don't know how that's going to affect the mods, but he's really walking away from vaping. As far as I can tell. It's a shame. Another big guy pretty much gone.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Just bear with me for a moment, guys.
Playing field is becoming smaller.
Seriously.
I have to send it to myself because I lost it on my computer. All right, here we go. All right, guys, so this is the mod that is up for grabs in this game. Oh, play. I really hope one of my fake accounts wins it.
Really nice mod. The design is elegant.
yeah.
I think it's a really good looking mod.
Yeah, it came out great.
Yeah, well, Joe, I mean, I'll let you go over the specs of it. You are the one that made it.
Yeah, so basically it's in a GXL aluminum enclosure. We did a collaboration between myself, WarNation, and Stevie Marquez, so Stevie's Collection Juice. And pretty much we all came up with some idea to create this wrap that you see on there. The top is a 30 millimeter, so basically you can fit up to 30 millimeter, no overhang. DNA 250C, and it's a dual 20 or 21 700 adaptable mod. So you can use either battery, 20 or 21 700.
Oh, nice.
Yep. Yeah.
What's the max output on that? 200 or 250?
250.
Okay. Sorry, and the only reason I'm asking is I don't know DNAs yet.
Yeah, it's 250 watts max with the dual 2021 setup. So inside there's a custom 3D printed sled, really, really durable. It's not going to push apart over time with batteries like most do. But again, if anything ever happens to it, someone can reach out to me, and I'll definitely do what I got to do to get it right. But these mods are pretty solid. And also, they do have front-face charging capabilities, so if they want to hook it up to a micro USB cable, it will charge the batteries internally in case they don't have, a separate charger.
Right.
And also, with the mod, as everybody knows, there will be a Ragnar, brand new Ragnar, 35 millimeter that will be included for the winter. I'm just going to overhang on that mod a little bit, but they also are going to do a brand new Ragnar.
Yeah. And on top of that, the winner will be receiving 5 120s of your choice of flavor from Stevie's Collective. I always get the two of them mixed up. Anyways, from Stevie Marquez. WarNation coils, of course. Got everything you need to vape. You just need to supply some batteries.
I mean, they got coils, cotton, mod, RDA. You know, I mean, basically, like you said, just a pair of batteries, and you're pretty much ready to go.
You were all set.
So, I'm just going to be frank, guys. I'm not reading off all these names.
Oh man,
I will.
I want to make sure I'm on there.
Well, this is your chance. 144 entries. Oh, and there we go. But yeah, I don't know. Are you guys ready to do this?
I'm ready to party.
All right. So, are we seriously doing 10 full?
Yeah, do 10 spins.
All right. So, am I taking the as each spin? Am I taking the name off or leaving it on?
Leaving it on.
Leaving it on.
Yep.
Okay. All right. So here we go, guys. Spin number 1. What's up, Chuck? How you doing, bro?
I could swear that was a different name than Chuck.
He's changing it all the time.
Is there a way to monitor the count there, Mike, or no?
Say what?
Is there a way to monitor the count, how many spins you've done?
Yeah, right here. It says
okay.
results.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So here's spin number 2. Spin number 3. No way, the same one twice. Spin number 4.
Is that one of our Alex's or no?
I'm not
That'll
sure
be-
who that is. Spin number 5. I should really turn that animation off. Whatever. Spin number 6. Really? Fuck you, Mitch. Spin number 7.
Lily, do you want to try this?
Very close.
Spin number 8. Spin number 9.
Oh, it's getting close.
Right? All right, y'all. Good luck, everyone. This one is going to call the winner. Good luck, everyone. Here we go. Who will it be?
Dun, 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 dun.
Drum roll, please.
No shit. No shit. No shit. That's my mom.
Your mother?
That's great.
Yeah,
Like Spike just won a box.
Yeah, right.
Well, shit.
Spike, your mother.
What?
Your mother.
Yeah, your
Watch
mom.
Literally my mom.
No kidding.
That is literally my mom. But all right, well, fuck. Damn. All right.
Well, fuck damn.
Question is, does your mother vape?
She is getting into it.
Oh, okay.
She's got some health issues, but she, when I'm with her, she very much, it's rigged. Fuck off.
That's what I was
But,
thinking, because one of my 8 accounts should have won.
Seriously.
No, I told her about it, and she's like, well, I mean, that would be kind of cool to get something nice. So,
It's a good starter mod. I mean, you can adjust it down or up a little bit. And especially I think for a female, it's very hand friendly as well. The GXL is a good fitting box. I mean, it's not crazy big. So,
They're great little mods.
Yeah, if it was like an NXL, I mean, it would be pretty big for a hand. But the GXL, I think, is a great sizing. Yep,
Great little size.
absolutely.
but yeah.
So get me the details, Spike, and I will get that in the mail.
Okay, now because it is international, are you gonna want shipping?
No, don't worry about that.
You sure? Okay.
Yeah, don't worry about that. Not shipping to Germany or anything like that. Canadian.
Well, I mean, I know it's not cheap, but
If I was worried about it, I wouldn't be giving away a free mod.
There you go.
well, no, I know, I don't. But yeah, fuck.
Somebody's saying it was
Fucking
rigged.
Chuck. But yeah, shit, there we go.
Yep. I'm sure there'll be other ones. I mean, this is not going to be the end of it. We'll probably plan something, into the new year. But I'm sure there'll be a new design and definitely another giveaway.
Ooh.
Yeah, thank you guys for all getting into it and joining groups that you weren't in and checking out coils, mods, and juice.
Yep.
Mr. Greg, you have a good night. But appreciate everybody for participating.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think this is just a great way. Not saying that all our groups were stale, but it definitely got them all active.
Well, it's also nice to see a couple different groups collaborate. They make, different sectors of the vaping business. I mean, I think that's a really good thing.
Yeah, the three of us are about all you need to get up and going. So,
Well, I mean, I think it covers the core necessity of vaping.
indeed it does.
Yep.
All right, these stags are almost finished.
That's for the RDA, the ones you're making now?
Yep.
Cool. Oh, messenger. What's new, Spike?
Not much. Not much. I mean,
You get any vape mail?
say what?
Did you get any vape mail? Anything new came in? Any new hardware? Or?
Honestly, the newest hardware I have is the Pulse, the 520.
Yeah, I got a new little thing. I mean, let me see, where the hell is it? I got this little thing.
Okay.
Snow cap.
Oh, snowcap, yeah.
Yeah, I got this thing. I got a Voltro of RBA in it also as well. It's not bad. I mean, for me, it's way underpowered. I like a lot more power than this, but I thought it was a pretty good design.
Yeah, I've heard they're pretty solid mods.
I've been having problems with the fire button on it because inside there's like a piece of copper that makes contact when you push the button against the negative of the 510 or the negative of the 520. But I've had to actually take it apart a couple of times to readjust this negative bar, if you want to call it that, for firing.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because you see here, this is like the positive bar.
Mm-hmm.
And then underneath is a negative bar that goes all the way in and rides up the side and goes behind the fire button. So when you push it in, it makes contact with the 520 and basically, fires the coil.
Right.
So I've had to take it apart a couple of times and kind of adjust the bar so it's, I don't know, so it actually flexes the right way and, and makes contact. But besides that, it's been really, really good. So, not bad.
Okay, shit, where is that? Right. Okay, so we got a question in the chat. I'm not sure. Cody something asked, also with that series box on the way, what would you recommend, Alex, for the Elite V2 Duals 21700?
So the Elite V2 RDA. So that can handle, and actually I've got my V2 right here. This guy can handle some pretty awesome coils.
I like
and
that design.
They now is the so series box. So like Bradley coils are really good in the series. We also do the interlocking Fralians that Spike has named the Spike Specials. Those are really good. And then like dual core stags are really good in the series as well. So who's asking about buying the mod, like the giveaway, Spike? Who's that?
That is Andy I'm going to butcher the fucking name. Andy Flores?
Andy.
I'm sorry.
Andy, you can buy the mod. I've actually been talking to Mr. Joe about doing a WarNation box for me because I like the one in the giveaway so much. I want to get one for myself.
Well, the update on that, the box has been wrapped already?
No, it has not.
Yeah, it has been. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it's already been color wrapped. I should have it in build. I would say probably the latter part of next week. So I'm planning to ship it before next week's end.
Oh man, that'd be sweet.
Yeah. I mean, maybe you might have it before Christmas.
That would be phenomenal.
Yeah, but it's yours and a bunch of other ones that we're going to make. So, but yours was the first one ordered. It'll be the first one built and shipped as well.
Heck yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then also, Joe and I and Alex, we've been talking about maybe doing either not just free mods all the time, but doing like some waffles for some of Joe's stuff. And, doing like, USA themed, maybe like we've got a decent group of military vets in the group too, doing like a military box maybe, but just doing some different stuff, giving you guys chances to get more stuff. So, Cody, the box Joe's doing for me is going to be a 250C lipo.
Yeah, this one here is a 250C, and this one is a lipo. All right, open this damn thing.
Nice.
So that's a 3S ProTech lipo. So yes, we can do lipos in the wrap boxes also.
I mean, if you want it done, Cody, he can hook it up.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I mean we can do a lot with designs. I mean, the more complicated designs, I mean, there is an upcharge on that because the whole thing is there's a lot of time that we spend in Photoshop putting these images together, and unfortunately, you know, we have to charge a little bit more for that. But it's not compared to what other people would charge you out there. We're extremely reasonable in price.
Sam says, yeah, I'd love to have a Navy theme box. I mean, I'm sure that could happen.
Yeah, I mean, we can probably do a battleship on the background and maybe put some of the, you know, the Navy, I guess, insignias or, you know, I don't know, they call them badges or emblems or whatever.
So they have like an anchor insignia with USN across it.
Yeah, we could even use maybe the rank that he was in the Navy or something like that on the mod. I mean, literally, it's really endless what could be done when it comes to color wrapping. Got to put the flow power thing away.
Yeah, I enjoy my Boro stuff, but nothing beats hitting a 0.05 on a mech or, you know, 180 watts on a freaking 250C.
Right?
Yeah, I'm not really into really high wattage. I mean, I have an NLPWM at 162 watts, which, you know, most people with NLPWMs, they're at 400 or 500 watts.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I get really, really good flavor at the 160, 180 range. The coils in there are 0.39, so nothing really crazy. But I get the cloud I want, I get the flavor I want, and I'm happy there.
Yeah, as long as I get the flavor, that's all I'm concerned about. I'm big on flavor.
Right.
That was honestly what got me into building coils in the first place. I was tired of the freaking, you know, TFV 88 coils burning out every other day on me on my freaking smoke tank.
What did Cody say there? Owner of the business, retired Army. Yeah.
See, but Cody, you'd have to rub in his face that I'm a Marine. And next time you go into work, you got to ask him, say, hey, a Marine buddy of mine was saying you're aren't really Marines yet or aren't ready to be Marines yet. That's what Army stands for.
Yeah, but I just thought of something else. I mean, when Spike's mom gets the mod, he can actually review it. He's going to have hands-on. It'll be, I guess, not the first JD mods you'll review, but the first metal one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh no, I'm gonna get to know it.
Spike might hold that poor mod hostage.
Huh? I messaged my parents and I'm like, I messaged my dad. I'm like, hey, you around? He's like, yeah, why? I'm like, y'all won. He's like, get out of here. I'm like, I'm not kidding. But
Mom is the winner.
yeah. Oh no, I'll definitely get my fingers on that first.
Well, I mean, you got to test it out. You got to make sure it's safe. You got to, adjust the wattage for her. Make sure the batteries fit in nicely. Just make sure everything is copacetic, right?
I've got to give it that 2-month break in first.
Yeah, you gotta get the board warmed up.
Yeah,
Right.
it's like a new car. You got to put those initial miles on it,
Right.
and then by that time, your mom will forget about it, and then you'll just keep it. Mama.
All right, so we
Yeah.
successfully have about a foot of quad core stags.
Let's go.
I'm gonna puff off the left.
Okay, my bad. Tommy Sheffield is asking, is it possible to make me a mod with my gaming logo on it?
With what on it?
He wants to have his gaming logo on it.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, if I can get a GIF file or a Photoshop image file, pretty much any kind of graphics file you can imagine, we can implement that onto the mod. If you could put up my Instagram, they'll take a look through there, and there's a lot of color wraps, examples that we've done.
Yeah, hold on a second. I'll go grab that right now. Oh, look at that. It's right there. Where am I putting this? Fuck, which side are you on?
Tommy's on YouTube.
All right, so I'm just going to drop it here. If it's going to work. There we go. And I will drop it there. That is JD's Instagram.
Tell him about Dallas's box that he did, Spike.
Hold on, I got a picture. Right here. I got a new phone a few weeks ago, and I still haven't fully moved everything over. So we're talking about this behemoth. That one is all 3D printed enclosure, dual 2250 4S lipos. That's a 60 ml squonk bottle, all going through an SPWM. That thing is a fucking powerhouse.
I mean, 60 ml squonk bottle, that's ridiculous.
Right. And I believe that'll hold up to a 35?
No.
Maybe a 4. Actually, I think a 40 will overhang a little bit.
Yeah, I think it's somewhere around the 40 millimeter range.
Yes.
Chubby cheeks.
I know it. I'm gonna try to put this on tonight.
That's a monster lipo buy. I know, right? I know. I got to play around with that one. It's a buddy of mine's. He came up and he's like, here, take it, disappear with this. Go get to know it. I'm like, okay.
No, he said get familiar with it, get intimate with it. And then you took it to the second floor.
I did for about a week. It was great.
And you broke it.
No, I didn't. I thought I did. I
Picked it up in broad daylight and you broke it.
Like literally when I hit that fire button and all I seen was the screen flashing, I'm like, my heart fucking dropped. And I'm like, I just broke this mod that cost hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars. What the fuck? And I go downstairs and I'm like, I think I broke it. He's like, oh, you're good. You just battery, the lipos just need to be charged.
Yeah. Dallas is all relaxed, right? No emotions. Like, hey, don't worry.
Oh yeah, he's like, no, you're fine. I'm like, I didn't break it.
Yeah, see, the good thing about the 3D print is like we've made some that hold Colorados that are roughly 54 millimeter tops. So the 3D print mods, you can pretty much make it for any size RDA you want. You can make it taller, wider, deeper. To accommodate any size RDA you can imagine. Yeah. So that's a flexibility you get. Like when we did Dallas's, you know, he wanted a 60 mil, he wanted dual battery, and he wanted something that can hold up to a 40 millimeter. And we're like, yeah, and we designed that.
Yeah.
And, you know, we sold quite a few of them, but we've done as big as 54 or 55 millimeter square top for Colorados.
Are you talking about like Matt's box?
Yeah, Matt's box, Colorado. That's a 53 square, and he's got a 5,000 milliamp hour battery, which he charges every 20-ish days.
Holy cow.
Right.
It's an insane amount of time. I mean, to vape for 20 days without recharging, and the battery charges fast. It does not take a long time. It can be charged probably about 7-8 hours. The battery's fully recharged, and he's off for another 20 days. It's incredible.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. When Joe and I were talking the other day, he was
Chris?
like, you know, do you want to do LiPo or external batteries? And I said, well, LiPo's cool with me because, like, my one LiPo from James Inzel, you know, that just stays at the house because typically if I'm going out and about, you know, I grab one of my Boros and they're 21-700 and I, you know, bring an extra battery with me. But, you know, the 40T batteries last forever. And I was like, no, let's go LiPo. Like, I've yet to have a new LiPo, like, new to me. Like, I've gotten some used ones, but I've never had a brand new one.
Yeah.
And I want to check that box off. That, and especially, you know, WarNation is obviously our pride and joy between me and Alex. And it'd be cool to have a brand new, you know, first person in my hands, and you know it's never going anywhere. So,
yeah, LiPo mods are good. I mean, they're convenient as long as you have, you know, a place to charge. If you're in a car or whatever, you always have power. You know, if you're going to be away from that power source for a long time, then the dual battery is a good setup. Batteries are not all that heavy to carry around.
no, they're not. All right, we are about to throw these stags in and see how they vape.
Let's go.
But like I said, Alex, the 40Ts are great batteries. They do last a long time. So really nowadays, LiPo or round cell, it really doesn't matter all that much anymore.
I will say this
that's-
because I have run through a good amount of 40Ts and I've tested a lot of them with low ohms, high ohms. They're good up to a certain wattage. Like once you start going over like 140, 150 wattage, you can really only fire them above like 40% at that wattage. So if you're doing below that, I highly recommend them. I run them in quite a few of mine where I run them at 120 watts and they'll run all the way down till, you know, like 10% at that wattage.
Right.
I don't know if everybody in chat knows, but the new Molly cells have popped up on 18650 Battery Store. And they're like 14, I think like $14 a cell, which is a little out of my price range for a battery. But I do want to try out the new Mollies. They sound amazing.
What is the amperage? Do you know?
45.
45, and it's what, 4,500 milliamp hours too?
That's what it says. It's at 40 or 45. But Mooch did a test on them, and I think he actually tested them, and they output 40 amps. But that's still better than a 30T.
Yep,
And
better milliamp hours too.
Yeah,
the 21,700.
Yep, 21,700.
Wow. Yeah, I think $15 a little steep for that battery.
it is when you can get 3 30Ts for that price.
Yeah.
I'm paying $20. I'm paying about $40 a set shipped.
But that's
For a
Canadian.
set of
We're
Mollies.
talking about freedom dollars.
Yeah, we're talking about God bless America.
Yeah. 15 a cell is a little out there.
Yeah, and I think they're doing that because they're pretty much the only ones that have them in stock right now.
Yeah, I haven't seen anybody else have them yet.
But
So
once like Lion or IMR or like some of the other battery companies start getting them, I'm pretty sure that's going to drop down to probably like around $10 a battery.
I thought I was going to check on Lion Wholesale.
Yeah, I didn't check wholesale on that one.
But I'm super pumped to check them out.
Lion wholesale down right now?
I'm sure.
Yeah, it says the website cannot be reached.
18650?
No, I'm saying the website cannot be reached.
Which
Lion
website?
wholesale.
Yeah, seems like.
Oh, I don't think Lion even has them right now.
No, I'm saying, but I can't even get onto their website.
Oh, duh. I'm tired. Sorry.
Okay, here we go. Now it's on. Well, they have a Black Friday
Very
sale
surprising.
that's been technically over, but
Is James Moore watching by chance?
I'm not sure.
Well, he sent me this Wolverine, right? Armageddon Wolverine. He sent me it's
Oh,
stacked.
nice.
I've got the tube over there. I was wondering because I just put in some 24 gauge alien comps in here that I had laying around, some little oops coils that I call them oops because sometimes like the spacing will get pulled as I'm wrapping it, so I'll put those to the side for me. So 18650, right? 20S Wolverine. This motherfucker has a silver contact in it. So someone at some point swapped it out for copper. I don't know who did. I don't think James knew. But yeah, it's got a freaking silver contact in that.
Oh shit.
what the hell is going on?
Dude, that is spicy.
Yes, that. Yeah, fuck. I gotta get me some of them comps off you one of these days.
Hey, they're
Dude,
coming in
I'll-
your box.
Did I send
Oh
you
yeah,
some for
that's
him?
right.
So the two sets you sent me of the 24 and 25s, I'm just sending to him. So
Perfect.
See, I'm pretty sure it doesn't exist, but you know what I would love to do is throw a silver contact in the bottom of my lichen.
so one we won't speak of
Yeah.
used to make them.
Yes.
Oh, really?
Because the Lycan, the Viking, and the CAD all had the same bottom contacts.
Yeah.
So
Oh, nice.
he made
Oh,
them
here.
for all of them.
Got a nice little blue coming out.
Nice, nice. Playing this one for a while. Put that one on. Oh, I keep doing that. Volleysol P45B. That's a new one, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the new Molly.
Okay. Yeah, what I heard is the new batteries now coming out have like a little smart chip on them.
Okay, they do have those, but those are not for vaping.
Okay.
Those are more for like lights and stuff like that.
Mm.
Wait a minute. So which one are you talking about? The
Molly P45B.
well, they have a P45A.
No, not that one.
Okay, that one is what 42 amp.
Yeah, I think that one's actually rated a lot lower.
Yeah, 'cause
Or,
they say 45 amp, 4200 milliamp, flat top. That's $6 a cell.
That's not too bad.
But they
Oh,
don't.
that's your lathe, I hear.
They don't have the B's, only the A's.
Yeah, yeah. 18650 is the only ones that have the 45s right now.
Let the clouds go, go, go. Let's go.
Yeah, 18650. They have a 35. 42A also. That's the highest.
All right, these are picking up at a .09.
Would you use NI80?
Yep. Yeah, I didn't want to go. I wanted to try and get that 8-9 range just to see if that was a little bit better for the Ripsaw, because the 05s were just way too low. Let's get some cotton. Where's my tin of cotton?
Oh shit!
Oh shit! You almost swallowed your lip ring.
No, it came apart.
Oh shoot!
Don't want that to happen.
These haven't been apart or out of my lip in like 5 years.
Holy cow.
Apparently, I got to tighten them up now. I definitely have to get more of this. The strawberry kiwi lemonade. This one quick too. Oh, excuse me.
Better out than in.
I know, right?
Exactly what I was thinking. No, Stevie's doing his giveaway tomorrow.
Yeah, I
Very
saw
nice.
that.
Yeah.
Nice.
I hope one of my 9 accounts wins that one.
There you go.
I keep thinking that's feedback coming out of my speakers.
No, just me
Hit
back
one in a
now.
million. Looks like you have a halo over you.
Oh no.
Well, you can't see behind the glare, but his horns are really holding it up.
Trying to see how those coils are going to bake on that RDA.
Yeah, I'm hoping it'll be a little bit better. Not that it was bad beforehand, but just like I said, it was a little bit too hot.
So you increase the resistance on the coils?
Yeah, so I went from a 0.05 to a 0.09.
Doesn't sound like a lot, but it is.
What's up, Perry?
Yeah, no. Especially when you're doing mechs, it's a big difference.
Oh yeah.
And I think Alex agrees with me, but like stags with dessert flavors is just like another experience. Like they are a great dessert coil.
Oh yeah.
I agree with you there. One of my dessert coils are the interlocks.
Yeah, interlocks are good. Anything that has like the extra nooks and crannies is going to be really, really good with desserts. Yeah,
Right,
Joe Perry's got it right.
Looks like your RDA has an afro.
All right, so I want to throw something at you, and I don't know if I've thrown this idea at you. The 6-core stags.
Mm-hmm.
could you do that? Like whether you change the gauge of wire, but could you do those at like an 06?
Yeah.
So I made them 3 wrap,
Yeah.
which is in the fatality now, and at a 3 wrap with 30 gauge, they're 0.08, but they're NI80. I do want to get some 90 and 29 and 30 gauge.
Yeah, see that's where I was kind of going. I wonder what those would be in straight 90.
I
They'd be a
did
little
some
bit. They'd be down there.
32 gauge, 40 gauge, all NI90, either 6 core or 7 core at 4 wraps, and it came out to like a 0.06, 0.07.
Nice.
I want to say my 8 core 32 gauges at 4 wraps came in at a 0.05 or 0.06.
Nice.
How do you keep that many cores straight?
Careful.
Slow and steady. Slow and steady.
So basically, you keep one of the ones that's in the middle with a loop on it. So that's the one that actually stays tension. And the other ones, you stack them very carefully. And then I use ribbon and a little bit of glue. And then kind of clamp it down and throw that in the chuck. And then I put straws on my lathe to kind of keep everything together. Some people use tape, but I like straws because it allows it to the wire to move.
Just a little short
when you
piece.
stagger it and you pull off and everything, you know, when you cut your wire, it shrinks back. So it's perfectly spaced, and then it moves in a little bit. So you got to allow that room for it to go. So if you have tape all along trying to keep everything flat, if something gets a little wonky, you gotta pull tape and try to fix it. Either with just, you know, you put straws, it keeps everything a little bit tired, but you just do like, when you get to that many cores and that small of a gauge, you can only do like 4 rotations before you have to crimp it.
Wow.
So it's like 4 rotations crimp, 4 rotations crimp, slow and steady.
And then just some pliers, with a little bit of blue tape on it to help, so you don't like smash up the cores or anything. You just kind of get over and just pinch it all flat real gently. And just keep scooting.
So is that why some people use the little Lego blocks to keep the cores straight?
You can't do that with stags, because like I said, you need it to move. You need that stag on those cores to move. You can do that with like aliens or like other stuff and go as like Claptons, and so it keeps everything flat, especially when you go with more cores. But with staggered fuse Claptons or any type of variation, you have to let it move freely, so you get that nice tight fuse on that.
You think it would make a difference if a coil was like a box shape instead of round?
There is where
It had four 90-degree angles.
So okay,
So I mean, I don't know. I'm just thinking.
In the last few months, I have been playing with a lot of different style coils, and shapes. I should say shapes, because like
triangles, stuff like that.
All right, Jordan, have a good night,
Yeah.
eh?
So I don't
there, Jordan.
Let me see.
And
I
I'm
did
wondering
have
if it's
one.
gonna vape any better or any worse than round.
So I've done like oval shaped, like that smaller core, and I put them directly straight up like this. I've put them at angles like this. I've actually put them at a V like this. I've put 3 of these together, and I've made a triangle shaped with rounded edges, and I've made one of them I did was kind of like a teardrop. And I put that in the fatality 30 and kind of sunk it in. So I've been trying to like use different coil shapes to kind of help manipulate the airflow, see if I can get like different flavors out of certain stuff. It definitely works. Now, the big thing is you can't, with like single wire, you can do more of the hard angles, like the 90-degree angles. If you try to do that with like a different type of build, those hard angles create crimps or breaks in the wire, and it especially with like ribbon, unless it's flat, if it's like stacked like this and you try to bend it at a 45, it's not, or a 90 degree, it's not really gonna do that. It's not going to want to do that. So it creates really bad hot spots. So hard angles, it's a little bit harder to do, but definitely, yeah, you can do different coil shapes, and it works out depending on what type of RDA or RTA or whatever you have. Yeah, it really works. If you check out, I want to say I did a when I was going kind of through that phase, I posted it on my Instagram from not that long ago, so you can kind of see some of them. Like I did a really nasty knuckle build, which is basically it was flat and wide, and I had it in my fatality, I believe. I don't know what I did with the coil. But let me see. So like here was one. This was just all one wound wire because that's how I check my spacing in my RDAs before I'm able to like do it. But that's like, I'm not sure you can see that. Let me turn that off. It's like oval shape. That's good.
Oh,
Okay. Yeah, for sure.
So like, that's how this other one was. But it was like really, I took like a piece of 26 gauge and wrapped it with like 32 gauge and some other stuff, and came out to like a really beefy single coil shit. I may still have it in one of my RTAs, to be honest.
So basically what you're saying is a lot of the more intricate style of coils are hard to put into other shapes besides like an oval or a round.
Yes.
Okay.
It can be done, but I know like when I try to do a square coil with rectangle wire, or not rectangle wire, square wire, it was able to do it a little bit better with the hard edges, like the hard angles, but the actual vape from it just wasn't that great. But then again,
So,
that could
Joe,
be the RBA and stuff, the RDA.
I am a much bigger fan with something that's not as hot of a coil in the ripsaw.
So possibly a 0.25, 0.3 for a regulated build might be pretty
Yeah,
decent.
so and that's the nice thing with the ripsaw. Like, you can't. You could probably do 3.5 millimeter, but you've got to be careful. Like, there's kind of like where the coil is now. You can kind of see the top of the deck right here. There's like a little lip, like a notch in that like, and you could probably go 3.5, but the post holes are wide enough apart that you could get something. You could get something a little bit bigger in there, and have it. So you could probably do something. I'd probably say like you could easily fit some Bradleys so Bradleys are 7 wraps, and they come out to a 2.7. So if you did Bradleys at 3.5, still 7 wraps, you'd be probably like 3.1, 3.2. I'm guessing maybe.
Okay.
Maybe even add a wrap to get like that 3.2, 3.3. And they I think would fit in there no problem. But yeah, it's a good vape with a little bit better resistance.
Okay. I might have to look into one.
Yeah, they're not bad at all. And like I said, the big thing for me was it just like the deck was really unique to me, especially with the way the top cap kind of like seals the chamber, so it has to force the air, to go around the coil some. I thought it was pretty unique, and it's a really good flavorful vape and tons of airflow. Like I've even got one of the holes closed down now, fully open. Which I'm not a big fan of adjusting the airflow the way you have to from the drip tip, because the holes at the top there are kind of hard to see. They're right there's 1, 2, 3, there's 5 airflow holes on each side, and fully open.
A lot of airflow.
Yeah, it's real smooth too, because it's kind of honeycombing it with the holes splitting up the airflow, so it's nice and smooth. And this is my first time trying 93 from Dead Man's Hand, and I don't know if it's, I don't know, like I'm kind of like sometimes I think more is too much for some juices, like the flavor combination can sometimes, I'm not like a big like flavor snob, like, oh, I've got 25 ingredients in this. But I believe this is a graham cracker crust. Then it's got strawberry,
Bavarian cream.
yeah, cream. A lot of the flavors I've got. What did I get? So I got
Bavarian
90.
cream is like a lot of them.
I got 93, 13, 88, 99, and 77. And you know they're big in like the whiskey barrel aging.
Hey, Sam.
And then like a couple of the flavors I saw had the graham cracker crust in it. You know, very desserty, very sweet flavors. And I'm no mixologist by any means. I know nothing about juice. But very complex. Like there's, you know, like they mentioned like 7 or 8 ingredients in each of the flavors, and like this is my first time trying it, so it's not a flavor I know. Night, Sam. Not a flavor I know, but it's not bad. I'm just trying to like process the flavor because there's so much going on. I'm getting like the strawberry, and then like I'm getting some of that kind of graham cracker crust. But like Joe from Jay's Alchemy, like his New York cheesecake he did, that's like very true to the flavor, and like he was on the other night talking about it when I got into the cheesecake, and like over 100 watts, it was kind of like a creme brulee flavor, and creme brulee is like my ultimate fat kid dessert. Kind of, you know, it has like that burnt topping flavor, and like I got that when I ran it on the mech, but then when I put it down like under 100 watts on a regulated device, it was more of that kind of creamy cheesecake flavor. Like there wasn't a whole lot going on. It was very true to its flavor. But yeah, long story short, the 93 is pretty good. It's just there's a lot going on, so it's kind of, for me, like taste bud overload, I guess is how I would describe it. But it's good.
Yeah, no, I've had 93. It is a very good flavor. I enjoyed it.
But yeah, I definitely, the Ripsaw, I would recommend it to pick it up. You know, it's a little bit different, and I can definitely get you some 3.5 millimeter series that'll be in that 3 range for you for sure.
Yeah, because for me, I've been more used to like bottom airflow devices or bottom airflow tanks. And I think I might have 1 or 2 that are top airflow, but they're RDAs, not tanks.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not a style that I'm really used to. I'm used to the air from the bottom versus, you know, like I guess the Genesis, I think, was one of the first ones that came from the top, if I'm not mistaken.
I think so.
Yeah, it was something like that. And it was weird. I mean, it was another experience. I mean, was the flavor any better? Yeah, it's hard to tell because, I mean, you know, there's so many different styles of coils that you can do. But I wasn't a big fan of the top airflow.
So this, have you done the Dead Rabbit, that RDA?
I have one, yeah.
So, reminds.
No, I have.
It reminds me. Okay, it reminds me a lot of the Dead Rabbit. How the side, it was the airflow holes were up higher, and it shot that kind of hard angle down. Yep.
That's the V1.
Yeah, the Dead Rabbit, I only have the tank. I don't have the RDA.
Okay.
I mean, I think I just.
I've also got that one.
This one was pretty good. I think is it a dot? I think no, it's a pulse.
Okay.
I use this one from time to time. It's not bad, but you know, it's rare that I use something this small. So
Yeah.
when I did use it, it was pretty decent. But again, and I think the other one I have here, the Asgard. This one I like a lot. The problem is I actually burnt the top cap. I had the coils up too high. And I
Oh yeah.
burnt the inside of it, and that was that.
I've got the Valhalla 30 here, and this is pretty good, but it has that same kind of Ultim insert like the Asgard. But the build deck on the Valhalla 30 is awesome. You can get some really nice big beefy coils in there, and it's got really smooth airflow. The juice well on it's not the deepest. Like I've got the Redemption from Immortal on the Atlas, and this is a 30 millimeter and it's side airflow. But man, you can drip like 40 times into this and it won't come out the air hole. So like that RDA has spoiled me with like juice well capacity. It's like a mini tank basically, and really good airflow. Like I've had a lot of bigger RDAs that have a really enjoyable vape.
You know which RDA I was impressed by? This one. The Ragnar.
Was that Steam Grave? Yep.
When you actually break it down and make it an RDA, it's not bad. It's not.
Yeah, I've got that.
It's great as a tank, but the RDA is pretty decent.
I know, right?
Yeah, I haven't.
love the Nightmares.
The Nightmare is really good too, but here again, the juice well on it sucks. I wish the juice well was a little bit different on that. I think I've got that downstairs with some of that blacksmith stuff that Alex sent me.
Yeah, I got a brand new 33 millimeter Voltro RDA.
Oh, nice.
That I have not even wicked yet. I just bought it because I didn't have one. But I've heard a lot of people make really good comments about the 33 millimeter.
I'm super excited for the 25 millimeter and 38 millimeter RTAs he's coming out with. Those look really cool.
Yeah, I think the 38 is coming out first, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
And the
yes.
25 comes out early or sometime in January. Yeah, I got 2 on reserve. I got 1 of each on reserve right now.
Nice. Yeah, I want to get the 25 and then get a side-by-side mod and put that on there.
Yeah, side-by-sides are expensive.
Yeah.
Depends on what you get. You can get an Abyss for cheap.
Yeah, I mean, if you go out, some UK-made brand or, something overseas, it's, I'm seeing $400 or $500 for side-by-side.
Yeah, they do some pretty crazy ones.
But they are beautiful. No doubt.
I've got a... Honestly, I've been spoiled by my obese Buddha.
Buddha is a good RDA.
I've never had one.
Yeah, it's really good. I mean, the build deck is really nice. If I'm not mistaken, it's like the clamp style, like where you had on yours. You got the big plates that you put the wires under it. And screws. No grub screws in there. So it's a real beefy build deck. The top cap is good. The airflow control is good. It was a well thought out RDA. And Buddha V2 is the one I got. I think I have a V1 also, but the improvements they made to the V2 were a little bit better.
Cody says, "I'll have to send you videos, Alex. It's massive."
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, I've seen a few pictures of them, but I don't know many folks that are still running them. But I've heard they're pretty solid.
They are. Yeah, they did a really good job when they built the Buddhas. Yep, so many addies, so little time.
Seriously,
Things
that's the
like-
hardest. That's the hardest part, like building for myself, because like if I'm not doing coils, I'm trying to keep up with the kids, and they run me ragged. and it's like you get customers coming in, and it's like you get like 4 people hit you up all at once, and it's like I try and be as timely and quick as I can with my orders. I had one of my guys hit me up over in South Carolina, and I was like, yeah, man, I had him out the next day. I try and get people set up and taken care of as quick as possible.
Yeah, nobody wants to wait in the vape game.
Seriously, and that's like I'm a pretty patient guy. Like I've just put in another order with Joe Perry for some more alchemy, and he was asking me some questions, about like Nick, and I like Joe's style. He's a lot like Stevie, where you can, like, if you want a little bit extra sweet or a little bit thinner or a little bit thicker. And Joe messaged me, and I was like, man, you do it how you want. I said, I do a lot of Boro stuff, so I don't want to go too thick. But, I try and let people, do their thing. Like, I'm not going to hold someone to a time frame per se. And most people I've gone through, like Chris Thomas over at C4 Mods, like they... all their stuff is custom done. Like this one is Illumide 3D printed. So it's got aluminum in the print, which is super cool. And, all the people that got in on that group, there was like, I think 12 of us. And, hey, the bodies are being printed. Hey, they're shipping. Like he was really good at like keeping people up to date and stuff. And, then I've heard horror stories of guys that, get a $400 or $500 mod, and it's like 3 months goes by and they haven't heard from the modder. They haven't, heard any, updates or communications. And it stinks. But
yeah,
it's tough because I think all of us that got into the hobby side of things are pretty passionate and really into it. Otherwise, I'd be walking around with a Vupu pod or, a drag. And, it definitely, it's tough. You give someone your money and it's like, hey Joe, here's my $500. And then it's like,
in a black
a month goes by, 2 months goes by, and you don't hear anything from the person. And it's like, I'm not going to bug you and be like, oh, Alex is bugging me about his mod again. I'm going to finish, Spike's mod. You don't want to push it and piss somebody off. Yeah, I just got him, Cody. Thanks, man. You don't want to, piss somebody off because you're being impatient, but at the same time, you're super excited to get it. And, it definitely stinks, but, I always try and let people, especially with, custom devices and, limited release stuff, I'll be happy with the end result, I guess is what I'm trying to say. And to me, it's always worth it. I love getting stuff, and like the C4 mods, those guys, they do like little Pelican cases, and you got your little certificate in there with your name on it, and who designed it and stuff. Super cool. So
yeah, I mean, like I said, in the custom game, any news is good news.
Exactly.
Even if it's like, it's not going to be ready for another week or another month or whatever, at least the customer knows. But I've seen with my people, that only happens the first time around. Once they know how the ordering works, and that they know you're going to get back to them and tell them, hey, I'll probably be shipping in a week or so, they pretty much leave you alone. They don't bother you anymore.
Yeah. Well, and that's, like I've mentioned before, when someone gets with me with coils, it's like, okay, hey, I've got 2 people ahead of you, or, no one ahead of you. A lot of times, like, tonight, like my nights, once the kids are in bed, I come into the office and I'll sit down at the table and, do coils till midnight, 1 o'clock sometimes, because I want to get them in the customer's hand as soon as possible. Right. I love.
But usually, when a person orders from you the first time,
yep,
it's a little more work on your end, communication wise.
Yep.
But once they order the second time, it's like, this is what I want. Let me know when it's ready. They pretty much leave you alone.
shoot, the the guy that I mailed out today, this is like his 4th or 5th time getting coils from me. And I went ahead, I had them all made. I sent him a message, hey man, they're good to go. I'm heading he hadn't even paid me yet. And, went ahead and, got him in the mail and put him up. And he was like, oh, hey man, sorry, I, got some sleep today. I said, no, bro, you're fine. I trust my people that, are regular customers and stuff. And, if I get burned over a couple sets of coils, which, thankfully hasn't happened yet. But, I always try and give people the benefit of the doubt when they're ordering. Just because I had a guy the other day that was like, I said, hey man, coils are going out today. And he was like, sweet, I can use my last coil in my RBA. And I was like, load it up, buddy. They're going out. I'm dropping them off now.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. I mean, basically, it's all about relationships. You're right. I mean, I have people, I can send the mod to them, not even receive a payment, and have none to worry about.
Yep.
Because, I mean, it's been a long-term relationship. They've purchased many, many mods over. So I'm, not worried one bit. And then, of course, the new customers, you're working that relationship. It's the first time buy. So, I mean, you kind of feeling each other out still. But usually 2-3 mods down the road, it's really not.
Yeah. And that's, like I said, I like giving people the benefit of the doubt. And,
right.
It is business, but at the same time, like, my ultimate goal is to make sure, as a customer getting coils, that they're happy with what they've gotten. And, I sent out a set of coils to a guy one time, and he messaged me, and he's like, hey, man, one of the legs of the coil is a little messed up. And I was like, don't worry about it. I'll send you a new set. And I sent him one replacement coil and then another set just because, something happened. And, here again, like, I want him to be happy. I'd much rather have a return customer and, eat the time and a couple bucks for shipping. But, make sure you're happy with your product so you come back and get more. A lot of people have seemed to have forgotten that, customer service is key, especially in this industry. There's tons of mod makers, there's tons of juice companies, tons of coil guys.
Yeah. I mean,
so we try and do it better,
Yeah, I think, Alex, that's been thinning out a little bit over time. If you look back 2-3 years ago, yeah, the competition was fierce.
Oh, yeah.
Now it's more, not so much about that, but it's really the retention of the customer. Like
Yes.
you said, by taking care of them, by answering their questions, by, just interacting more with the customer like we should be, is really going to, retain that customer.
Oh, 100%.
Because, I mean, I think right now, the way I see the market, there's more juice makers, there's more coil makers than there are mod makers. The mod maker scene has shrunk so much over the last 12 months.
Really?
The last 2 years, you got Vaporized Nomads going out, you got Mad Modder going out. This week you got Frankenbox going out. There's been a lot, like JD Mods went out. There was J Mods, it's called J Mods. He went out. Nazy, over at Mods by Nazy, he's not anymore.
Oh, geez.
You know what I mean? So there's a lot of mod makers that are just, going more into like DIY style kits, doing services instead of actually, making a product.
Yeah.
So it's weird. I mean, I'm just seeing the whole community shrink around us.
Hey, Alex,
That stinks.
you remember when you sent me those series fuse Claptons?
Yes. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I tell you, Spike has torture tested quite a few sets of coils from us. He's got some stuff that he's like almost pushing 2 years on that he's been using. I mean, and they're, still holding up great.
I don't know how charged my batteries are.
I got a stupid question. Normally, when we take our cotton out, we clean our coils, we brush off the top of the coil. Should we actually be cleaning the inside of the coil as well?
Yes.
With
Yeah,
what?
and a lot of
I
it
sonically
dictates
mine.
on the build too.
That's what I
Oh,
use.
Something like Spike has.
Yeah, I'm kind of worried about using something like that because I think it might move the coils. You know what I mean? It might spread them out, or
I find that is perfect for a 3 millimeter or bigger. Because even if you're dealing with a 5 or a 6 millimeter, you could just
you're
kind
just
of
going around. Yeah.
Yeah, but that will go into a 3 millimeter, no problem.
So by not cleaning the inside of the coils, it will, I guess, mute the flavor because of the buildup that's inside.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you'll
and
have that sugar buildup from the inside, and it's going to taste a little bit more burnt and muted than usual.
And a lot of times with like ribbon wire, you're talking about something that's 0.1 millimeter thick, and most ribbon builds, and there's some that the ribbon lays down, but like Fralians, you want your ribbon stacked up and then layered, however many plies you have. So with ribbons being standing up on its edge and it's stacked, you're going to get the juice and stuff going in between the ribbon, and that's where you notice like a little bit more flavor because the juice is getting in between the ribbon and it's heating up, and it's it's more kind of nooks and crannies for the juice to get into. But if you don't get in there and clean that old juice out, it's going to kind of hinder the flavor. And I'm guilty of it. Here again, I make my own coils, so I can, I'll heat up the coil, get all the stuff off. And then if I'm going to, reuse it, I'll go ahead and just do a little bit of the water dab, and I'll heat it up and stick it under the water just to kind of let it get off like that. But over time, that will deteriorate the wire. How quickly it happens, I can't speak on that. I'm not that in depth with metal, water, heat stuff, but it will. You're basically heating something up and then bam, cooling it off real quickly. So it will affect the material a little bit, but as far as like, I've never had any negative effects, like where the coil falls off or, breaks or anything like that. And I've had coils that I've used for 6 months where I, heat them up and, run some water over top of them after, kind of glowing them first. But I've got my ceramic tweezers, and I'll heat it up and strum across that and knock the junk off. And then a lot of times I'll heat it up till it gets pretty red and just kind of visually inspect it and see. So yeah, Toby, he does the ceramic tweezers. So these guys right here, and I'll just strum across the coil. But yeah, and unless it's unless I messed up and didn't wick properly, and the juice isn't getting to the coil, or if it's a RTA or a blower device and the deck's flooding, I just messed up my wicking, I'll pull the cotton out and then just heat it up real quick just to get the excess juice off so the coil is at least dry. And then I'll re-wick. But if I go through a whole 60 or half a 120 or whatever and re-wick, I'll go ahead, pull cotton, heat it up, strum them, kind of knock the crud off. And yeah, like I said, I typically, unless I'm playing around with builds, I'll run stuff for a couple months, no problems.
Yeah, because back in the day, didn't they have these sticks? They look like charcoal, I guess. Were those for cleaning coils as well, or?
Yeah, they had it was the metal handle with the wire brush on the end.
Okay. I never saw that. They look like black, almost like charcoal. They were these black rods.
You're talking about something that kind of looked like this, but instead of going out, they went out like this. That's what you're talking about, right, Alex? The little metal brushes.
Yep, that's it.
But you recommend just getting a brush what Spike just showed.
Yeah. So that
I wouldn't
a rifle cleaning brush even.
Are you talking about that?
Yeah, like that. That's what used to come in the kit to help clean your coils. I wouldn't get one. I use this to clean my 510s and some of my smaller threads. I'll just throw it on my drill and just kind of real quick, just But I would, if you're gonna do that on coils, get one that's nylon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's a lot softer. I can't find mine right now, but that's what I usually use. If my sonic cleaner on like really intricate builds, like my super stagger tins or like my stagger tins that I'm making right now, I'll use that to make sure that it gets, because sometimes the sonic cleaner won't shake all of that out of there and clean it, so it'll taste really nasty.
Okay. Yeah, I'll take a look on Amazon. So like a 3 millimeter might be pretty good for pretty much all the builds I have.
Yeah, I know there's a kit that you can get, which is what I bought, and it comes with the stainless steel stainless steel, brass, and nylon.
Okay.
And they come in different sizes. And I got it on Amazon, and it was like $15 or something like that.
Yeah.
It came with like 5 or 6 of each.
One, to answer your question, this is the little brush that you clean out those metal reusable straws with. I seen it the one day in the kitchen. I'm like, shit, that might work really well.
Yeah.
But yeah, I got to get a new one. I kind of stuck it in a hot coil and melted some of it.
Yeah, I think those are for like baby bottles or something.
Yeah, I was about to say baby bottle kits usually have those. And
Yeah.
they're nylon.
Yeah, unfortunately, we've been out of that for a very long time. So, but I remember throwing a ton of those away. Yeah, you would always cut them with the bottles.
Should have kept them.
Yep, exactly. Okay, yeah, that's one thing I've always wondered. You know, how do we clean, or do we need to clean the inside of the coils?
Yeah, I just go the easy route and just use like in my container for my sonic cleaner, I just put a drop of like the original Dawn soap, not the scented or any stuff. The stuff they clean ducks with. And just put like a drop in there, drop your RDA in there, and just run it for a couple cycles, and then it comes out and it looks pretty much brand new every time.
Okay.
I usually like when I usually do my big RTAs, like my 35 or like my 40 hive or like just any RTAs in general, I'll just take that whole deck out and the bell, and then just freaking throw it in the sonic cleaner. It comes out looking like brand new every time.
Cool. Yeah, I never really had a use for a sonic cleaner. Never bought one.
I sonic clean all my mods when I get them for the most part.
Take the light bulb out first, I guess, right?
Oh yeah. Well, not my box mods, but like this. I ran this through the sonic cleaner and cleaned it.
Yeah, don't put a DNA in there.
Like this Dreamer I did. I haven't done my Colt yet. That one's next. But I do that, and then I
wanted an ultrasonic for so long to clean vape gear. The one time Dallas came up for a visit, he asked me, he's like, here, come out to the car with me. Okay, thinking, he wants me to help him carry shit in. He's like, do you want this? What do you mean? He's like, will you use it? I'm like, fuck yeah. He's like, I was going to, but I just don't know how to clean it. The metal on the bottom, there was some like residue, fairly thick residue. He's like, if you can clean it, you can have it. Well, fuck, 10 minutes later, I had it sparkling. It's over there.
My next cleaner I want to have a heat feature, because they make them, like the one I have now is just a cheap one, and but they make ones that aren't much more, like $20 more, and it's got the heater element to it, and so you can put your water in and then heat it up.
Yeah, that's what I got. Mine heats up.
Yeah, I don't get too crazy. Like there's
setting to like make it more to actually like. There's one where it just sonic cleans and just it's a slight shake, and then there's another one that's heavy duty, which it'll actually start recycling the water all the way around and start moving your gear around.
Ooh, nice.
But it heats up, like the bottom of it heats up, and so your water's always warm when it's sonic cleaning.
Would steam cleaning be an option, like what they use to clean jewelry with?
Yes.
I know. Yeah, I mean, same concept.
Cleaners for jewelry, but like they usually have those little steamers that they clean.
Yep.
Those will work.
Shoot, I'll sometimes some customers will ask like, well, do you have it? And I'm like, yeah, I've got a cleaner. And so I'll drop a Dawn in there and run it for a couple cycles, take it out, rinse the coils off, and then put it back in and run a couple more cycles with just regular water to get any soap off of it. And then I'll just take the wife's ring and I'll throw the wife's wedding ring in there too. And, so it's basically if it'll clean jewelry, it'll clean coils, any kind of mods or anything like that you have. So, yeah.
Yeah. I might have to go on Amazon and look at the ultrasonic.
Dude, they
You
have
can get nice ones for under $100.
There's a cheap Magnavox one on there, which was one of my first ones. It's really, really
That's
great.
what I had.
It's not huge. It's, probably as big as my head, maybe smaller. I don't have a big head.
They could take the O-rings off, throw it in there for a couple of cycles, as you said. And
yeah. Like, especially if it's heated, take those O-rings off. If it's not, then like running it for 1 or 2 cycles won't really do anything. Now, if you leave it in there, like overnight, don't plan on using those O-rings anymore. But yeah, it's great. Saves a lot of time and it really gets your gear super clean. Now there is like a heavy industrial metal one that I highly recommend if you have the money for it. It's like $100. It's literally a rectangle and it looks like it needs to be in a lab. I forgot what it's called, but it's got blue lettering on it, and you'll find it when you search for ultrasonic cleaners. It'll pop up. I know like a lot of gun people use them for their gun parts. A lot of people in different industry use them. A lot of people in the vape industry use them because you can put a lot of stuff in there. So like if you're doing large batches of coils, you just put your coils in the basket, drop it in there, and just let it go. And you can set it for like, I think the longest time you can set it is for like an hour.
Oh, wow.
Instead of like the normal like 10 minutes. Like mine, the Magnavox I think only did like 3 or 4 minutes at a time. Mine, the one that I have right now, does it for 10 minutes for 600 seconds on like the highest mode. But if you have the money, I would say get that big one because you can use it for a lot of different things. But if you're just going to use it for like coils and like RDAs and stuff like that, get like one of the small Magnavox ones. As long as you're not like, you really kind of have to pay attention on how you're pouring the water out of it. Like you can't pour it out the front because if you pour it out the front, it's going to get all the electronics up front. And it's going to.
Yeah, I have to dump mine out the side.
Yeah, you have to go out the side and be real careful about it. But my first one I had lasted me like 4 years. A little Magnavox one, and then this.
Yeah, that's the one that I have, and it was like $30, but it doesn't have a timer, which stinks. So I have to keep walking back over when it ends and restart it. Yeah, mine's really similar to that one.
Basically like that one. That's what the Magnavox looks one exactly.
Yep.
Yep. And it's got like 3 timer settings on it, and I think the longest one's like 2 minutes or something like that.
This one here, I can go up to I think like 8 minutes, 400 something seconds.
We're hitting that 2-hour mark. You fellas want to call tonight?
Yeah, I'm about to just finish this last little half inch right here and then call it a night.
But yeah, I just want to say thanks again to Joe and Stevie for hooking up the giveaway. That was super awesome.
Yes.
And
huge shout out goes out to you guys.
Yeah, and thanks everybody for coming out and shooting the crap with us for a couple hours. And if you're looking for a ripsaw, this guy gives it a thumbs up. Good flavor, good cloud, smooth. Don't have any major cons about it. It's a decent RDA.
Yeah.
And if you're looking for a sweet custom mod, you got the man himself right there, Mr. Joe with JD Mods.
Yeah,
so
Instagram, Facebook, whatever you want.
And he pretty much does it all. So big, small, high power, low power. He's got a really, really great craft that he has perfected over the years. So
I want to see a JD Borrow mod.
Well, I'm not going to confirm or deny that.
Uh-oh. Let's just say if that ever happens, you definitely have a customer right here that will be reaching out to you for one.
Well, I mean, in the past, I have put the cart before the horse, and it didn't work out. And then people were so ecstatic and, like, oh my God, I can't wait for that to happen and come out. And then it really fell apart because it just wasn't feasible.
Yeah.
So we've stopped making those type of announcements. But like I said, on the Burrow, I will not confirm or deny. So if it happens, great. If it doesn't, well, I didn't say it was going to happen anyway.
There you go.
Oh shit, that's awesome. That's awesome. But yeah,
things take a lot of time to develop. There's a lot of R&D behind it, a lot of testing. It's sometimes it's a huge undertaking to get things up and running.
No, I don't doubt it.
But we don't want to come off half-cocked. We want to make sure everything is all the T's are all the I's are dotted, all the T's are crossed. Make sure everything is the way it should be.
You got to still have a quality product at the end of the day.
Yeah, exactly. Because to put something out that's halfway and have to get them back and alter them or redesign them, you might as well just take your time and get it done the right, get it right the first time.
No, 100%.
Yeah.
But yeah, thanks guys for coming out. Appreciate everybody that tuned in.
Yeah.
And everybody have a good night.
All right, guys. Yeah. Are you guys going to be doing a show next week?
Yeah, I'll be around.
Okay. I will not be. But yeah, between now and next Friday, I'll get with you, Alex, or either of you. I'll just kind of give you the little rundown.
Yeah, run it down.
But of StreamYard, and then so if they go live next week, guys, I will not be here. I'm going out of town, but I'm sure I will be back the following week. But all right, guys, want to thank everyone for tuning in, Facebook and YouTube. You guys are awesome. We wouldn't be doing this if it wasn't for you guys. And like Alex said, thanks to everybody that got in on the giveaway. Joe, thank you very much for joining us and your contribution towards this giveaway. That was killer. Yeah. But all right, guys, we will catch you on the next one. See ya.
Later, y'all.
You're so